What's this?
Hello, welcome to the Freak Show. Bumpy McSquigums here. I want to thank you all for joining me, as I have no idea what to do to continue this to make it flow well and sound cool, so I'm just gonna babble and ramble on until the end of time, folks. Oh, actually, I have no idea how to really introduce what I'm going to be doing here, so that being said, I'm just going to kind of make a fool out of myself for a little while, and you guys are going to have to listen to the mad ramblings of a raving lunatic. That's right, I, Bumpy McSquigums, am that raving lunatic. Alright. So all that being said, what am I actually talking about? What am I doing? Well, if you guys recall, way back when the game released, that's right, Total War Warhammer, it released. If you guys had pre-ordered it or grabbed the game within the first week, you got the Chaos Warrior DLC for free. So, I actually did a quick look video at what the Chaos Warrior DLC was like, what the faction was like, and it was pretty cool. I felt it was pretty cool. I enjoyed doing that video. I enjoyed seeing what the faction had to offer. I had a lot of fun with it, and I hoped it changed some minds if people were kind of holding off getting the game, and then they're like, oh, well, we get this for free, we won't have to pay for the DLC. If we get it before, the first week is over, they got that for free, so maybe it changed some minds for people to get that. Now, I'm not really about changing minds right now, but I do like the concept of showing you guys what the next DLC is going to be like. I am going to be going back to my Greenskin campaign very soon, guys and gals. I know I've let it backslide for quite a bit. I've been busy with a ton of other things. I've been busy with going on vacation, all this other stuff, and I do apologize, but do be aware that I will be continuing that and hopefully finishing it, and then maybe we'll hop in and do this next. But, essentially, they released 2 more DLC since the last time I played. You see right here, I own all available DLC packs. Creative Assembly has been awesome to work with. They have sent me pretty much everything, and they're cool letting me showcase it, so I'm very happy to do just that. Alright, so the first one I'm going to mention, I know I'm going to cringe when I mention it. You guys are going to be up in arms and furious. I'm just going to step aside and say, it is what it is. Nothing I can say or do is going to change it. But the Blood and Gore pack, the DLC, to make, the battles more bloody, when things explode and land, there's gore and limbs and things flying all over. Really cool stuff. It's a paid-for DLC. I said I'm taking a step back. I'm just saying that's a cool thing that's out there. It's there. I don't personally believe it should be a paid DLC, but I digress. And everybody else, if you go and you read comments and everything, that's pretty much general consensus. It's fine. It's their choice. They've done it. I'm moving on. However, they did just release, on the day I was traveling back here, the Call of the Beastmen DLC. And that's what I'm all about right now today, guys and gals. I wanted to show you guys what that has to offer. So we're going to hop in here and go to the new campaign. And we're going to see over here on the Grand Campaign, we have these 6 choices now. Originally, we only had 4. And then we had 5 when the Chaos Warriors were, or Warriors of Chaos, forgive me there. They were introduced as the, pre-order DLC. You know what's going on, guys. And finally, we have the Beastmen that are now also available. So, pretty cool stuff. They are now available to play on the Grand Campaign. So, what we're doing right now with the Greenskins, we could be doing with the Beastmen as well. And they do actually act very similar to one another, combat mechanics. I played a little bit earlier today while I was waiting to actually be able to do the recording for this. So, I have a little bit of experience with them. Not a tremendous amount, but a little bit. So they seem, or they feel to me like they're a cross between the Chaos Warriors, or the Warriors of Chaos, and the Greenskins. That's how I kind of feel they are. Anyway, so you can do that. And also we have this over here, a new campaign, An Eye for an Eye. And that is the Beastmen only campaign. And you guys can sit here and read this. Pause and read. And we're going to actually hop in and we're going to play this for a little bit. So I'm going to be doing, this is going to be, I guess, another quick look at the Beastmen, or Call of the Beastmen DLC. That's what I guess the official title is going to be, something along those lines. I do apologize for the lengthy introduction, guys and gals. We'll probably go a little bit long with this video as well. But, again, I just felt like rambling. I'm going to probably do this a bit more often. Maybe not so long, but I am going to be doing it a bit more often. Once again, folks, feel free to pause and read all this stuff. I'm going to be skipping over a lot of this. Horde armies are in close proximity, will not suffer from infighting. Bestial rage penalties for any positive diplomacy conducted. Okay. So, not good. Horde. The faction has no settlements, so it's very much like the Chaos Warriors, or the Warriors of Chaos. So you'll see how that's similar. They also spread corruption, so they too are a Chaos group, I guess. And then here's our top units, the Cygor. Armor piercing, special ranged weapon, causes terror, no forced penalty. It is a specialist artillery. I have not got my hands on this yet, but it does look like it's going to be pretty cool, and I'm looking forward to seeing what that's all about. The Razor Gore Herd, I think I got to play around with this a little bit. Essentially, they are pretty fast with a 72 speed, and they are monstrous, just anti-infantry guys. They just charge into battle and tear stuff to pieces. Additionally, the Minotaurs are also the same way. They're pretty fast at 56, not obviously as fast as this guy, but they're still pretty quick, and they run in there and they just kind of slaughter stuff. It's quite good, and we'll be able to actually play with those from the beginning. So, with that being said, let's continue. Oh, let's uncontinue here for a second. I wanted to show you guys over here the playstyle. Confederation options allowing other Beastmen tribes to merge with, what's that, Khazrak's Warherd via diplomacy. So it's going to be kind of like the Greenskins that wanted to join the Greenskin army. They were able to do it even though there was really no diplomatic options. It's going to be the kind of the same thing here with a Confederation type situation. Aggressive unit roster with a variety of beasts and monsters, strong diplomatic penalties with almost all factions, and you cannot trade. Alright, now we're going to hop in here, we're going to get started. We have our faction leader, Khazrak the One-Eye. He actually doesn't speak English, which is weird, but cool, I'm fine with it. Or at least he doesn't in the opening video here. He's a faction leader, he's a powerful melee fighter and leader, can unlock a ferocious Razor Gore chariot mount, which sounds awesome. We get additional income from raiding, and we have bonus to leadership versus humans. And we start off with extra Minotaur and Centaurs. Shielded, very fast Vanguard deployment, so they deploy outside the normal deployment range. And they are very fast with 85 move speed, and, well, they're just melee guys that get to go and slaughter people quite nicely. And then these guys, again, are monstrous. They're still pretty quick with 56 move speed, but, yeah, you'll see. Alright, enough babbling, folks. Let's hop in and get started, shall we? He tasks me. Wolf Lord dares trespass on blood grounds. Brackwald mine. Let him come find the One-Eye. He is prey, not hunter. Cage them. Savor kill. Man flesh. Toddbringer. He took I take his corpse. And some such nonsense. No, it's good stuff, guys. I like it. Let's see, will this load quickly or slowly or mediumly? It looks like it's going to be pretty quick, so there's going to be no cutting there. The most ruthless of beast lords, Khazrak the One-Eye, is on the warpath. He has named his foe, and it is Boris Toddbringer, Elector Count of Middenland. Both have met in bitter, bloody battle before, when Khazrak earned his title, the One-Eye. Now, they fight for more than mere hatred. The Drackwald is the prize, and if Toddbringer remains cowering in the city of the White Wolf, the One-Eye plans to take it all. Well, looks like A little bit slow in the loading there, but not too bad. Alright folks, so I'm pretty excited to play this a little bit here, and then hopefully again relatively soon thereafter. Gotta say, it feels good to have played a Total War game again. It's probably been almost a month since I've last got to play, so I'm pretty happy to be playing it again. I know some people really enjoy it, some people not as much. I'm sure I make a lot of people go, oh, that was terrible, or this is all easy stuff. You only fight battles that are super easy to win, which is true, and that's generally what you want to do in games like this. Otherwise, if you fight the really difficult, close, or hard battles, you end up losing more people, and then falling behind, and... Anyway, guys and gals, I am a big fan of the Total War series, and I will definitely be returning to the Greenskin campaign, and eventually this. I think when I get close to the end of the Greenskin campaign, I'm sorry guys, still brushing off the ring rust from being on vacation, I will probably start up this one and go side by side with it. I, Kazrak the One-Eye, Kazrak One-Eye, bring ruin to man. Man of Wolf God battles Man of Hammer. This our blood ground. Warherd destroys sacred temples. Greenskins live at Black Pit. Not Warherd problem. They fight man. Good for Warherd. Warherds dwell in forests. Grow strong before them. Kazrak claim. Todbringer. Petty man. Take his eye. Burn Todbringer's place. Warherd, go. Go now. Arr. Alright, his roar was a little bit more impressive than mine. I'll admit it. I will admit it. It's okay. Alright, so that's the story so far. I like it. It's good. It's fine. It's fun. It's gonna be okay. Alright, and we have an objective. There are yet those who have not learned Kazrak's name. The Bloodground calls, and he answers. Destroy Karoberg. A total of 250 gold, or 2,500 gold rather, or favor as it's called. Alright, let's do a quick tab out here to take a look at what we're dealing with here. Alright, looks like we have to deal with all this stuff right around us, and this is definitely a smaller map, but it looks like it's still going to be a lot of fun. Obviously, I'm not going to get through all of this in this one particular episode, guys and gals. I'll let it go a little bit long. We'll get into a couple of battles or whatnot, but just to give you an idea of what this, what this DLC has to offer. As you see, it's a smaller campaign, a little bit more focused. You play as the Beastmen. And what exactly do the Beastmen have to offer? Well, they are very similar to the Warriors of Chaos. The fact that their city, if you click here, this is a building panel, is actually each of their armies. So it's the horde mentality. And you'll have different stances. So you have the ambush stance, which basically allows you to have a chance at ambushing an enemy anytime this army attacks, which allows you to position all the way around him. And he's stuck in the middle. Additionally, we have the raiding stance, which is normal for what you would expect. The hidden encampment is what allows you to actually build buildings, recruit troops, and replenish or restore your troops. Then we also have the beast paths, which is essentially the same as the underrail or underguard or underway or whatever it is that the Greenskins use. All that being said, what I think we're going to do is... I want to take a quick peek here at the encampment. Alright. I think what I'd like to do is move maybe here. Just a little bit further. And I would like to go into hidden encampment mode. And I would like to spend a little bit more of our money here if we could. I would like to up our main one, the Hag Tree Copse. It allows us more horde growth and chaos corruption, and eventually it'll give us more recruitment capacity. So this is like your main building, your capital building, that allows you to unlock other tiers of things. So that's kind of where I want to go. I'm not going to spend any more money on that just yet, but I do want to get some more troops if I can. I'd like to get another ranged unit and another one of these spearmen, I guess. And then before we end our turn, let's go over here and do the technologies. And unfortunately, we don't have enough money for the Seat of Hate. So what we're going to do instead is go to the Grizzly Trophies here and do that one. And I'll explain why I'm doing that, guys and gals. I'm sorry, I kind of skipped over it. If you don't spend any money in the first turn, you can actually research this, which increases your research rate and your Chaos Corruption, because this is technically a Chaos faction as well. And it's pretty good, right? Then you have all these that you can also do. Now, I would recommend going down either this path or this path straight down, because you get these two things at the end. This one gives you increased income from raiding, 20%, and increased income from raising settlements, a 10% increase. And this one is a 33% reduction in recruitment cost. So both of those are really good, and then you can just branch out and get the other ones later on down the road. So we're going to start with the Grizzly Trophies, and then get the Ancient Beast Paths, which increases our evasion chance, and then we're going to get the Heart of the Dark. So, there you have it. Alright, I think we're ready to end our turn. Let's see what the enemy does. Winds of Magic change. The fickle winds of magic spill from the realm of chaos. Yeah. You guys know all about that. Alright. At this point, we have our new troops. What I would like to do is charge on over here to Caden and take it over. So right off the bat, we're going to start off strong, and we're going to take out this. It's going to be a very easy victory. We are going to fight the battle because I want to show off the troops, and, well, I enjoy fighting the battles. So hopefully you guys are okay and you're on board with that. I don't know how long this is going to take to load. I'm probably going to stick with it. I mean, there's very few troops even on my side of the field, so I don't feel like it's going to take too long, but I'm not sure. Anyway, guys and gals, there's a ton of stuff going on the channel at any given time. New games coming in, games getting beaten. I've actually, right before I started recording this, I just finished off the second free campaign for HOM 7. So the Lost Tales of Axioth, Every Dog Has His Day campaign is officially done recording. And I think the episode will come out in a day or two as well if it's not already out. I don't know exactly what my upload schedule is going to be. But there's that. There's some other new stuff that's coming down the way. RimWorld, I've started up playing finally. I have my hands on an official copy, not just checking out a copy from a friend. It's we're playing a friend's version of the game. Anyway, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I'm enjoying that. A bunch of first looks that are slowly winding down. I'm getting through some first look miniseries. I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff going on, guys. And, well, that's that. And look at that. We got through the loading. Yay! Alright, sweet. Alright, so if you take a look, I don't know if they've added this. I don't remember this from the last time I played. But all the things with the Vanguard deployment, they actually have all these little symbols above it. And all these other dudes are hidden, which is pretty cool. So what I'm going to do is set our ranged units out front. We're going to hit them as Group 2. And then I'm going to lock their position. Then I'm going to move these three guys and put them directly behind them. Lock them as Group 3. And then we're going to go and we're going to put the Centaurs off to the side. They are essentially our amazing beastmen of love and doom. They are actually quite cool. They are basically our cavalry, so it is what it is. Alright, let's go take a quick peek at the troops before we start the battle, because it's always fun to do that. And we're going to zoom over here real quick, and we're going to get ourselves turned correctly. So here are our archers. As you see, they are beastmen. They have beards, they have hairy chests, they have hairy backs, like pelts on their backs even. They have horns. Pretty ugly guys. I definitely want to run into an army of these guys at any given point. So, creepy dudes. Then we have these guys in the back here. These are Warherds. And these guys are beefier versions of the guys up front. And these are melee guys. They're using two one-handed weapons. Axes in this particular case. And I'm pretty sure they're going to just do massive quantities of damage to anyone who gets in their way. That being said, I'm sorry, there we go, my scrolling's a little bit weird. This is another one of... Oh, this is not the same type of group. This is an Ungor. These are just Gors. So this is, as you see, quite a bit smaller. But these guys have shields and a one-handed axe, so they're a little bit, I guess, tankier, but not quite as beefy. Then we're going to come over here. We're going to fly in. We're going to look at our Minotaurs. They are definitely menacing looking. They are monstrous creatures, so they definitely strike fear. This dude's got his horn chopped off on one side. It looks like the shoulder pads vary from left to right shoulder. This guy's got one on the left, this one's got one on the right. Maybe they're all missing that left horn. Nope, this guy's got two horns. Yeah, well, it seems to be 50-50 shot. Now these are the Ungor Spearmen herd. So essentially the same as those shielded guys, only they have spears. These are probably your weakest unit. So be aware of that. And then what else do we have? The Centaurs, and we have our hero. And our hero is right there in the middle. So here's Kazrak the One-Eye. He's got a whip and a giant choppa, or sword as it were. He is some sort of minotaur-looking type dude. I don't know if he actually is a minotaur or just looks like one. But that's that. And here are the Centaurs. Here are the cavalry group, if you will. The cavalry. They get to charge in and do murder and flanking and all sorts of cool stuff like that. Alright, so you get to see what the Beastmen have to offer. We're going to go right up here. We're going to put our cavalry up there. And then I suppose what I'm going to do is probably group up all these guys into one group here. And send them right down the middle. Alright, we're going to start battle. We're going to pause immediately, and I'm just going to charge forward with them. Second group is going to go up here. Third group's going to go over here. No. Third group is going to get locked into place and then go over here. And then this is going to go and pretty much just kind of harass them. That's the plan. That's what I like to do with my boys here. Just kind of run around and just make them sad that they exist. Not that these guys are sad they exist, but the opponents all a bit sad. Everybody's moving double time, which is excellent. Going to try to distract them while we position ourselves a bit better. And they do seem to have the spearmen moved into a position to attempt to cut me off. It's never going to work. But they don't know that. Actually, it might work. Oh, they're getting close. Nope. Just scooted past them. Just skirted them. Alright. So we're going to start laying into those guys. We're going to move up here with these guys. We're going to move our other group up here. These guys come over here. Get them to run back this way. Again, the whole goal is just to pester them into splitting off their forces and getting into a bad position. That is always the plan, the goal, the hope, the dream when I do stuff like that. Alright, and here we go. We're going to start charging down these guys. Charging down those guys. Charging down this guy. And we're going to do a quick pause here. I know, pausing is not exactly the most fun you could ever have in the world, but it's going to be okay. I can almost assure you of that. And I believe since he is no longer being chased, we can start bringing him back into the fray. And we want you to get on the backside of stuff. Alright, so there we are. We have done it. And I believe we are set. Like, they can't do anything to us. I mean, they could try, but being honest, there's not much that they're going to actually accomplish here. Alright, let's get you to get moving quicker. Let's get you just to shock these guys on the backside. And we'll do the same thing over here. Alright, so the Minotaur are going to go in, they're going to stomp, they're going to charge their way in, and then just annihilate the entire group. You see the blood, the guts, everything is just going. They immediately got broken from that. We're going to charge away, we're going to shore up some of the other side. And in fact, we're going to stop raining arrows because I don't want to ruin any of my own people that are still running around doing stuff. And since this is a settlement that we're taking, we don't have to chase down anybody and capture them. There's no one who's going to survive. So we are victorious. It was a sweet and easy victory and, well, quite enjoyable for me. We only lost 41 guys. We killed, well, technically we killed all 600, so It is what it is. Alright, we killed 5. They killed, what, 14, 8, 11, 3, and 4. Still mildly impressive. I'm surprised they were able to kill that many. Ones that we lost the most of seem to be this group right here. We lost 50, 45, yep. We even lost a few of our ranged units. Oh, sorry, those are the ones that got killed. Alright, those are the kills that we got with those units. My bad. My bad. Just looking up here, we lost a little bit from there and a little bit from there. Not too bad. I can definitely live with it. After the initial battle and the initial loading of this campaign, guys and gals, I have noticed it's way quicker than the Grand Campaign. Granted, the campaign itself is a much smaller scale, so you would expect it to be quicker. But I think that first initial loading to battle and after battle, and that first initial loading into the game, it all takes a little bit more time. But after that first initial stuff, it was going much, much quicker when I was playing this earlier on my own. So take from that what you will, folks. Take from that what you will. I'll see if I can't get into at least one more fight before we break off the episode. But you'll see, essentially, we either can sack and loot, or sorry, not sack, raise and loot the place, or we can raise and defile, or something like that. So we just basically go from place to place and destroy everything. So you see, yeah, we lost 41, 12, 72 still remain. And here it is. So we can raise and defile, and that allows us to get our horde to grow a little bit larger. Or we can loot and raise, which allows us to get a little bit more money. I'm going to go with the raising for right now. And the reason for that is research once it comes up, and or anything else that we need to do. Alright, you see there the little yellow arrow pointing up. That means that he leveled up. And I'm going to go with the gargantuan hooves. Definitely a good call. I don't remember who specifically told me, but shout out to you who told me to get the campaign movement thing first. I agree, that is a very good thing that I did indeed overlook on more than one occasion. I don't think I want to spin the camera here. I'm going to get myself out of whack. Alright, I think that's about where we were. Alright, so we took our first settlement, and we are going to end the turn. Now, I don't want to go in right away and charge after this group, but what I am going to do is move over here, and I'm going to start raiding the land. So, I'm going to end the turn. Going to raid the land. And I've seen there seems to be a lot more, oh, what is it called? There seems to be a lot more choices or random events that pop up in this as opposed to the others. So that's kind of cool. Alright, the ruinous powers take a grim pleasure in your endeavors, and their dark mirth they grant a boon. Which of their gifts will you choose? Hero recruited at Kazrak, the one-eyed Gorbull, or, yeah, Gorbull. It's a Gorbull that we can get, or a Bray Shaman. I'm going to go with a Shaman. I got the Gorbull last time. I'll go with the Shaman this time. Alright. So I'm going to have him join up and infiltrate, or embed rather, with the hero army. And what I really want to do is get those guys to get out. So we're going to end their turn, and they just don't seem to want to walk away. I don't care about the winds of magic. Well, I guess what I'll do, since I can't seem to move anywhere, is I'll come over this way and see if I can't get other folks to jump out and do stuff. Alright, are we in ambush or still in raiding stance, right? Alright, so we'll raid here, I guess. Well, they don't seem to be wanting to leave either. So, what we're going to do now is, I guess, come over this way and see if we can't prepare to take those guys out next. And can we change stance to... Nope, we can't. Alright. And he's got another skill point. I'm going to go with buffing up our group this time around. The army leadership effects. And we're going to end the turn. And you see there's an army that's gathering to slaughter us. Alright, we got some Grizzly trophies researched. Okay. And the Dark Moon Rises. Morslib. I'm going to completely butcher and mispronounce this stuff, guys. I apologize. Is ascendant. Okay. Usurping the sun's revered place in the firmament. The world is awash with its sick and terrible hue. Such an event is almost unheard of. It is a call to the Beastmen, a sign that the herd has an opportunity to dominate. Lead them, Beast Lord. Seize glory. Alright, so we get a few different buffs that we can get here, and they all have different things that they give us. Buffs and debuffs, or benefits and bad things. So, all damage on our units will be fully healed, but our horde growth will take a minus 20 hit. Not great. On this side, our campaign movement goes up. However, we're all going to be winded. Then over here, the horde growth goes up by 10, but none of our units will replenish for 6 turns. And over here, we get 6 plus 6 experience for all units, but it lasts for 5 turns, and it doubles the cost of all recruitment. So this time around, not great. I think I'm going to go with maybe this. We're going to go with Endless Herd. It's for 6 turns, but that's okay. We don't necessarily need to replenish. We're not really stopping to replenish anyway. Alright, well, let's take on another settlement, and then I think I will probably end up breaking off the episode, guys and gals. It's going to be another simple and easy fight, but maybe we can do it a little bit better, and we can maybe have spells or something with this new guy that we had join us. I don't know. But let's see if it actually loads quicker. It should. It really should. So yeah, it feels, like I said, guys and gals, it feels pretty good to be back in Total War Warhammer. And I'm getting the bug. I want to play it again. I'm going to probably not record my next episode of the Greenskin campaign today, perhaps tomorrow or the next day, but we'll get back into it and we'll be banging that out again pretty darn soon. Anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying this quick look at the Call of the Beastmen DLC. There's a lot of stuff it offers. Like I said, a standalone campaign experience on a little bit of a smaller scale, so you can play that if you don't want to play through the grand campaign again. But if you do want to play through it again, you also have the Beastmen available there. So I believe it'll be a faction you can fight against as well as fight. So pretty cool stuff on that front. And as already mentioned, they do have the Blood and Gore DLC that you can grab too. Now, it is what it is, guys and gals. Not going to go back into it, but yeah. Alright. I'm going to start deployment. I am totally okay with that. Alright, looks like we have some sort of spell. What does the spell do? Increases our weapon damage and our armor. Cool. Alright, I am not going to go as far forward this time. I'm going to keep it a little bit closer to us. Alright, so you're going to be group 3. You're going to be group 2. Okay, I'm going to lock both of you in place. Gonna get all of you guys to be group 1. And then I'm going to get you over here. And you over here. Alright, we're going to start battle. I will put group 2 there, group 3 there, group 1 there. The Minotaur's moving out pretty wide, and the Centaur is moving out pretty wide as well. We'll even 4X it a little bit here. Alright. Alright, that might be a bit too quick. Alright, I'm gonna move over there, I'm gonna move over here. Centaurs are moving there. They are still just outside. Alright, we should be able to start laying into them now. I'm gonna attack you. Attack you. Going to attack you. Going to attack you. Attack you. Going to charge into you. Switch over to this guy. Sorry. Cast on them. To charge in. Get you guys to charge in. Head over there. Get you guys to come over to the backside here. And hopefully this all goes well. That is my hope. Alright, we should be crushing them pretty heavily at this point, and we are. Alright, where are the Minotaur? Get them to come right over here. these guys to back it up. And again, this is another settlement, so once we take it, we take it. We don't need to do anything else. And they're all about to break in about 2 seconds, and there it is. The victory is ours. It was a simple and easy fight. We just pretty much annihilated them. There wasn't much they could do. So, unfortunately, not a nasty big fight that was super difficult. They did manage to kill more this time as well. It is a tad unfortunate, but I can live with that. You see blood dripping off of that. Bloody chest, blood money, and all this stuff, guys and gals. And apparently we got a banner, a Lich Bone Pendant or something? Pennant, sorry. We got rank 4 gained, cool. And this time we are going to raise and defile. Alright, the Lich Bone Pennant, magic resist 25%, cool. Alright, now we're going to come over here. And let's see. I'm going to go with Leader of the Raucous Host. It's going to give us +3 melee attack for the Ungor Herd and Spearman Herds. It's going to be a pretty good one there. And I'm going to go over to this guy who also ranked up. And here we're going to give, let's see, Zap. Additional 8% chance of killing a target. Magic detection, blah blah blah. I don't see any actual skills on this one except maybe that. I'd rather him actually do some blasty stuff. Alright, we're gonna go. We have this? No, we don't. We're gonna get this one. And it's going to increase our weapon damage and armor. I thought we already had that. Oh, cooldown 50% on that. Okay. Alright, I got you. I got you. I got you. Alright, so we've done that, and what I'd like to do next, can't do. We're going to try to stick it out for a little bit longer. We go over here, we're going to snag that up, and we're going to get our research rate going again. And we're going to end our turn. And they are kind of grouping up over there. The Seed of Hate was researched. And keep your eye up here, guys and gals. Here's the rate of research, and everything that you research lowers the rate of research by 5%. So these you don't necessarily need to do right away. They can be done later, and as you see, they're pretty expensive, and they get more expensive as they go. 5,000 increase each time. But it will speed up the research a little bit, so that's kind of why I wanted to do it over there. So we'll be back up to where we're at. Alright. Next up, what do I want to do? I want to come over here. And I want to go to Hidden Encampments Stance. I want to go there, and then when we get the next one, we'll go there. Or when we get the money, we'll go there. And then on this side, we can't regenerate any of our troops, but that doesn't mean we can't add new ones. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Alright, we'll end the turn. We'll see if they decide to actually attack us. They did not. So what we're going to do now is go into Raiding Stance. And we're going to come over here and chill. And I know I'm getting pretty close. I'm actually over time already. We're going to sit here and we're going to end our turn one more time. Let's see. They did not decide to attack us there. We have detected a force belonging to... Oh, trying to ambush us. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think this is going to be the perfect place to break off the episode. We did a little bit of damage. Well, it's not really an episode, but the video in general. We did a little bit of damage. We took over a couple of settlements. We have a group here trying to stop us. If they fight us straight up without the garrison, they will lose 100% for sure. With the garrison, it's going to be a little bit closer. But yeah, this is what the Call of the Beastmen DLC is all about. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick look. And I look forward to continuing the Greenskin campaign. And then, like I said, once it gets nearly done, or maybe when it is done, I'm probably going to start up this campaign in earnest, and we'll start playing that either alongside or just after the Greenskin campaign. Until such a time as that, ladies and gentlemen, my name's Bumpy McSquigums. Thank you for stopping by the Freak Show, and I will see you later.